Hi, it's that dreaded time of report writing again. And as educators, I'm not quite sure about you, but I was expecting with this dreaded COVID-19 virus that we wouldn't be required to write reports. Not so, as we all know, it's a statutory requirement that every child receives a report during the academic year. So onwards and upwards. Today, I would like to introduce you to a report system, an automated report writing generator, which we've developed. The advantage of this report are there is virtually no writing until the editing stage. It shaves off hours and hours and hours off your work. Literally speaking, you should be looking at about 2 hours per subject for all your pupils, and all the reports or all the comments are generated onto one Word document, which makes this extremely easy because all you simply then do is cut and paste the comments onto your school's template, school's report template. Let me demonstrate how it works. So when you receive your Excel document, macro-enabled Excel document, you need to enable editing, you need to enable the content. So your opening page would look something like that. On the left, the first page would be, on the left side of the first page, would be an entry file. The entry file is the raw data. So most of us would have 30 pupils in our class. So the serial number would range from whatever your number is, in the region of 30 pupils. Column B would be the name of your pupil, and then column C would be the gender. If we then go on to the right side, from column E onwards, we have differentiated report bank comments. Now, these differentiated report bank comments are based upon the national curriculum statutory requirements for each subject. On this template, they would range from 1 to 3. Statements 1 would be applicable to pupils who are working towards national level. Statement 2 is applicable to students who are working at national level, and statement 3 would be, so there goes 1, 2, 3 would be working above national expectation. These statements would vary from pupil to pupil, and there'll be at times, as we know, where sometimes a pupil will be working at in a relevant area, particular area. Other times he or she will be working above in a particular area. So that would be up to you to decide at what level your pupil is working. In terms of the report, you could select all the statements. Because we've lost so much teaching time, a lot of these statements are not going to be applicable. So they would simply leave a blank in each column. I'm going to demonstrate how this works. I'm going to enter my fourth pupil. My fourth pupil's name is Gary. So let's just go through a couple of these comments. So let's read column E. Year 5 have completed the following topics: Earth and space, forces, animals, including humans, living things and their habitats, and properties and changes of material. That would be applicable to everybody. If I want to change some of this content later on, I don't change it now. I would be changing it in the editing process. A lot of us wouldn't have covered all of these areas because of lost time due to COVID-19. I'm then going to go to column F. Name is working at age-related expectation. That would be this. That's where I would expect Gary to be. because I know Gary well and I know what level he's working at. And I'm going to put in a 2 there. Name was able to, so now I'm looking at column G and I'm looking at the 3 options. Name was able to carry out different types of scientific inquiries, under supervision. Name was able to carry out different types of scientific inquiries, generally making sensible predictions. So I noticed that was one thing about Gary. He struggled with predictions. He didn't really understand that he had to formulate hypotheses, and he struggled with that. So I'm going to just give him a 1 for that one there. So the next column over there might not be applicable because, for instance, we haven't covered it, or for any reason, I would leave a blank as I indicated earlier on. Once I've been through all the statements, I can then go on to the report page, which is the second page. And if I scroll down to Gary, I can then see that year 5 I've completed the following topics. And then I go across and I say, Gary is working at age-related expectation. Gary is able to carry out different types of scientific inquiries under supervision. So something that's important that I would like to point out here is if you notice that in the columns, the differentiated columns, in the word bank, the pronoun he or she or name will appear. At no stage do you have to re-enter the gender pronoun, and at no stage do you need to fill his name in. This is an automatic process, and this will save heaps and heaps and heaps of time. So then I need to move to the final process. The final process is when I need to export it to Word. I'll push that button there, and I'll notice it will ask you, enter the number of students. I have 4. At this stage, I have 4, I've only entered 4. If you've got 30, you would enter 30, and I would go, okay. And then that document with all these comments will be generated onto a Word document. So if I scroll all the way down, they have all the comments for all the pupils. There I can see I've got Gary, sorry, I beg your pardon. I've got Gary's statements. Gary was able to carry out, I'm going to go to the last statement. Gary was able to carry out different types of scientific inquiries under supervision. And if I wanted to add something there, I could say Gary led the experiment with parachutes, and he was a timekeeper. Okay, I can then personalize the comments. So each person will then receive a personalized, customized report for his home. And this is the huge advantage. All I would then do is I would obviously copy the statement, and I could then paste it onto the report template. This literally saves hours and hours of work. Finally, I would just like to take you to where you can access all these documents. And all of these documents are, excuse me, give me 1 second here. Let's just go to there. Let's go to Facebook. See, they are there. All of these documents, all of these reports for Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 are available on our report comment bank. So the science for year 4 and year 5 are available online on this page, and all the details with a video which explain the whole process are available on this page. Our contact details are also available on the page. You could send us an email, you can contact us here. Another facility we provide is if you would like your own template for your own classes with all your own comments, you could gladly send that to us and we will produce a macro-enabled Excel document, exactly the same process for your class or for your year group. So all I'd like to say is thank you for listening. Good luck with this onerous, tedious, laborious task of report writing. And please feel free to contact me. Like I said, the science is available online for you here.